on. Good morning, everyone. And we're going to proceed then with the juvenile docket. And I would, as everybody speaks, if you would, please introduce yourselves for the record.
Stephanie Alliston for the Public Defender's Office.
Thank you, Miss Ellison. Thank you. Good morning. Okay. And who'd like to start us out? I've got Alexander, excuse me, is it Roger Alexander on the
Yes.
docket first?
Yes, Ragier.
Roger, are you here? Good morning, sir. How are you today? Good. You could have a seat and relax. Thank you. It looks like, is this a pickup order? Yes. Basically, was it, did he miss a court date or not? Yes? I see. Judge Ross wants to speak with him? Okay. So is there an order for the court to sign?
Your Honor, it is his first miss, so he is entitled to outright release. I understand there is a hold, but he's been given a court date for Monday morning in front of Judge
I
Ross.
understand that Judge Ross wants to hold him. Is that the instruction?
Yes, she did write that on his.
Then I would honor that instruction. I don't think Judge Ross would make that directive lightly.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. Excuse me. There you go. And then I have also, oh, here you go. I'm going to give that back to you. Correct. I have Divine Swan. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Good morning. You can have a seat, sir. Thank you. This had looks like 2 counts of alleged new law violations. I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I did find probable cause on both counts.
Yes, Judge, it's for 10 points, the department is recommending
Is the parent present?
She is, Your Honor.
Okay, can you approach? Good morning. Is there anything that you wanted to say to the court? And what is your name, please?
My name is April Jones.
Hi, Miss Jones. Good morning.
Good morning. I really don't know what, I wasn't
Are
prepared
you
to say anything.
has he been on home detention before?
Never.
Never? And could I just then ask a representative from Juvenile Justice to please describe what the expectations of home detention are in terms of the family, the parent?
Yes, Judge, I did have the youth fill out a youth report form, basic legal terms of this home detention.
Oh, okay.
So as a result, the youth can either go to work, school, home, or get community services.
Other than that?
Other than that, if there is something outside of that you'd like to do, you have to contact the probation officer to make sure that it's okay with her. The probation officer is,
But meaning in converse that the youth, is mandated to be at the home.
that's correct.
And do you understand that?
I do.
Do you work?
I go to school for cosmetology. And I just graduated Tuesday, but I have 100 hours left.
Right.
So the thing is, even though I'm not always there, like during the day, the summer, he does have family, and my daughter agreed to, basically babysit him because we don't want him in trouble.
No, of
So
course.
There's other adults, he has older siblings that are willing to,
Excellent.
help me because
So
I'm not always there.
it sounds like together there'll be
Yes.
what I would call, I like the idea too. I agree with you. I wouldn't, he's a young man.
He is.
But I would call it the protective supervision is important now, correct? So, all right, so just so long as everybody's clear on the requirements, then I'll go ahead and order that, correct?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sure. Take care. Be well. Do good.
And his next court date is August
Do you know, Judge Orlando, what courtroom that is?
50.
Does she get a notice of that? Oh, okay, very good. Yes.
I've been advised that we're streaming live.
Oh,
Orlando.
okay, I need to do something. But what is that?
Is it showing on the juveniles right now?
Yes,
Can you
yes,
go sidebar?
yes.
Good morning, Your Honor. Can I get the parents from the hallway? Bowers, please come in. Bowers.
I like that. Support the comfort level. Support the comfort level. We like that. I've never heard that. I like that.
Okay, you have to give me a second, please. Um, let me just talk to the main for a second. Good morning. Can you hear me at Maine? Hello? I don't. Hi. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I don't know if I have this on properly. Let me try this again. Good morning.
Morning, Judge. Can you hear me?
I can. I can. What is your name?
Joseph Dewey with the Public Defender's Office, Judge.
It's very nice to meet you. I was simply going to say to everyone, if you don't mind, I had a request to begin at North Broward for just a moment, so I'm going to return to you all in just a moment. But there's some individuals that need a little assistance, so I'm going to shift off for just a moment, and I'll be back. Good morning at North Broward.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Fantastic. How could I help you this morning?
I have Mr. Philbin here.
Okay.
Tad unstable. Stand right.
What, do you have the affidavit by any chance? I don't know where it is in my pile. Hi. Hi, Mr.
Good morning.
Hi, Mr. Philbin. Give me 1 second.
Yes, Your Honor. Take your time. I have patience. I'm a fisherman.
You are fantastic.
Yeah, and a songwriter. Been
Okay,
around.
fantastic. Do you have?
Okay.
Could I ask? Do you have any? Do you have any disability?
Yes, ma'am. 17, no, 8, 19.
No, no. Do you get disability? Do you receive
Oh,
it?
yes, ma'am. 1,300 a month.
All right. Thank you very much. That's it. Thank you very
But,
much.
Your Honor.
Yes,
I'm not done. One more thing, Your Honor.
sir.
I had a little talk with some.
First name James.
Back to North Broward. There was another individual that I understand you wanted the court to call out of turn. Mr. Pete.
North Broad, Your Honor.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Pete.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm doing good.
Okay,
Doing good.
give me 1 second, please. Could anybody find that affidavit? He's about like 3/4 of the way down. 1 second. Anybody? Anybody who gets it gets a donut. I think it might have been. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, just for the record, I do have the affidavit now. And Mr. Pete, you were arrested on one count of loitering or prowling. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond of $25, Are you able to make that bond?
No, ma'am.
Do you have a place to live?
Uh, uh, yes, ma'am.
Any objection to me extending an offer of sentence? Thank you. Excellent. Mr. Pete, if you did want to resolve your case today, you can. The offer of sentence is a withholding of adjudication, no conviction, but no going back to that location.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay, very good. And then I'll go ahead and assess court costs, and I'll give him 6 months to pay. All right? Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I remember you. You're loaded her in, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. Anybody else from North Broward? Okay. From Maine? I think we're ready to go. Okay. We're back at Maine. We're back at Maine now. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and call out your names when you hear your name. I'm sorry?
We have a request to take her out of turn for safety concerns.
Who's that?
Mr. Giovanni Leon on page 4.
Any idea where that would be? Is it? Oh, it's right up here. Well, he's up. Mr. Giovanni Leon, please come forward. Okay, I'm not sure they could hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, Judge, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Good morning. Sir, you have been arrested on one count of touch or strike battery, domestic violence. Also, one count of resisting or obstructing without violence. Just give me 1 second. I guess there's been a couple of medical resets on this particular case. I see. And just for the record, I did find probable cause on both counts. And bond is going to be set at $5,000 as to count one, $500 as to count two. Total bonds $5,500. I am ordering absolutely no victim contact, direct or indirect. Thank you very much. If you can. I don't mind.
Page 18, Your Honor, Nathaniel Vargas, Sean Clayton on his behalf.
Yes, sir. It's good to see you, by the way. I haven't
yes.
seen you in a while.
No, yes, I have.
Not since the funeral, I think.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right, Your Honor.
yes.
It's been, well, I've got another time, but it's definitely a transition. So,
True.
everyone at the office is still, in a sense, reeling.
Absolutely.
He's a good man. So, again, I'm sorry, Nathaniel Vargas. I don't know if you heard me say that.
Sure. And who are you here for?
That's the gentleman's name, Nathaniel Vargas.
Oh,
Sean
Mr.
Clayton on his behalf.
Vargas? Nathaniel Vargas, are you here? I think I see somebody coming. I'm getting used to this new courtroom myself. Good morning, sir. And does anybody have a probable cause affidavit or know where that would be?
I can tell the court judge I can either approach or I can let the court know that he's on a felony violation of probation, no bond hold.
It's on page 18. It's on page 18, Your Honor, I believe.
Page 18, he's got a felony violation, no bond hold.
Yes, ma'am, as well as a misdemeanor KPS.
misdemeanor case with a $100 bond set on an MO violation out of Hollywood PD, Your Honor, for open container.
I see, I see. So when is he scheduled to appear before his division judge? August 15th at 8:30 a.m., you're going to see your division judge.
All right.
All right.
And Mr. Vargas, I'll come out to see you here shortly. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There is a lot of ambient noise. They told me about that. Take care, be well. All right, let's see if we can get a little traction. All right, there we go. I signed it as accepting. I'm not sure who the relinquishing judge is. I don't think it is, but okay. You say so, I'll go with that. All right. Thao Tran.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ms. Tran, is that the call right?
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Tran. You have been arrested on one count of domestic violence battery. I did find probable cause. You do have a bond. It's set at $1,000, and I'm ordering no contact with the victim, direct or indirect. Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I ask you a what's
Ma'am, let me speak, please.
Madam, one second, please. Go ahead.
Judge, I spoke with Ms. Tran and asked you to provisionally appoint the public defender's office at this point.
Sure.
Judge, she has 3 kids she lives with right now. She's a single mom struggling on her own to support those kids. She couldn't afford the bond set as now. I asked if there was any amount she could afford offhand. She wasn't aware of how much she had, but it was a very small amount, and she'd has to ask for it from friends or from family. So,
State, were there any priors that I need to be aware of?
None that I can see, Judge, but I would defer to Madam pre-trial if they can see any out-of-county priors that I missed.
Right. Pre-trial's over there. I have to get used to where everybody is in this courtroom. Give us 1 second, please. Yes.
I see someone matching all the descriptors that we use to identify, and there was a 2010 out of Grand Rapids Police Department assault with intent to do bodily harm. That was an adjudication.
Okay, but you are not sure it's the same
Based on
person? You are
everything that
sure?
I see, yes, Your Honor. Based on all the identifiers that we use, it appears to be this person.
Okay. All right, I'll set bond at $100. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Vicky Joseph. Vicky Joseph.
Judge, can we have a photo order on Ms. Tran, please?
If you draft it, I'll be happy to
I've
sign
already
it.
drafted it, Judge.
Be happy to sign it. Ms. Joseph, good morning.
Good morning.
You have been arrested on one count of domestic, strike that on one count of battery, one count of criminal mischief. I did find probable cause on both counts. Bond is set on count 1 at $500, count 2 at $1,000, total bonds $1,500. I am ordering absolutely no contact, direct, indirect, with the alleged victim, no return to that location.
Judge, if I may.
Yes.
Miss Joseph has been here for 20 years. She does not work. She has lived in Broward County she hasn't worked for the last year because she does have 2 disabled minor children that she takes care of. She is a single mother. She has no other family other than her mother to assist her in taking care of her 2 children. The alleged victim in this case is her ex-boyfriend that does not live with her. She does not have any money because all she receives is the disability checks from her children to live on for her.
Priors, state priors. 1 second, I heard you.
Judge, the other priors that I could find are 2014 leaving the city of an accident, a 2012 DWLS, and a 2009 DWLS.
2006 grand theft adjudication to which the defendant violated her probation on 2 separate occasions. End of record.
ROR on count one, I'll set bond at $500 on count two. No victim contact, no victim contact, direct or indirect.
Would the court be inclined, if the court's decided to ROR, would the court be inclined to put the defendant on some type of pretrial
Well,
services?
she's also got a bond on two.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you ROR'd on two.
I'm not.
I'm sorry, Judge.
I'm not RORing her outright. I'm not. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
This is not working. It's not working. I'm just letting you know, this is not working. You really, do you need the computer for this? So bring it up. You can't bring a box up here? Oh, you can't bring a box up here. You can... Okay, it's a box of orders. Ashley Welch. I missed Ashley Welch. I think.
Good morning, Judge. Joseph Dewey on behalf of Ms. Welsh. Ms. Welsh has...
I think he's here for her, madam. Madam, deputy, he's here for her.
Okay.
He can come up. Madam, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. Joseph Dewey, standing in for Ms. Welsh. Ms. Welsh has lived in Broward County her whole life. She does not work. She does have one 8-month-old child. She does live with her current boyfriend, who was not the alleged victim in this case. She does go to church in New Beginning. She does have family ties here in Broward County. However, she does not have money to pay any bond.
Okay, according to the affidavit, and I don't want anybody really commenting, according to the affidavit, the alleged victim is an aunt? An aunt, is that somebody who resides in the home?
No, Judge.
Okay, so not in the home.
Correct, Judge.
Prior state?
Judge, I'm showing a 2016 petty theft and 2014 possession of cannabis.
That's all I have.
Well, I have bond set, initially my notation was a $100 bond with no victim contact. Hello? You are, sir? Did you want to say?
My husband, she's a sweet.
Don't comment, man. Don't comment about anything.
No, I'm not commenting.
Don't comment about, you heard my remarks earlier,
Thank you so
correct?
much. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there's a $100 bond. Try to bond out, all right? Thank you so much. Good luck. No contact, direct, indirect.
Thank you, ma'am.
I heard you. Thank you very much. Rachel Lee Jones, or Lee Rachel Jones? Thanks.
Joseph Dewey, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Jones.
Thank
Ms.
you.
Jones has lived here 12 years.
Could I magistrate first, please? Otherwise, I'm not gonna get through this today. I need to lead a little bit here. Ma'am, you have been arrested on one count of battery, and I did find probable cause, and I did set bond at $500. I'm ordering no contact, direct, indirect, with the alleged victim in this case. Anything you wanted to say?
Yes, Judge. She's lived here in Broward for 12 years. She has no kids, does not work. She lives with a roommate who is not the alleged victim. The reason for her not working is because of the alleged victim controlling her and not allowing her to go out and get employment.
Okay, bond is set at $500. Thank you very much. Let's move on.
Thank you, Judge.
Carolina Anton Leon. I hope
Judge, we need a Spanish interpreter.
we have a Spanish interpreter. Okay, no comments. No comments. Serious allegations. No comments, please. Appreciate it. Madam Interpreter, just for the record, you are already sworn.
Yes, Your Honor. Spanish interpreter is present.
Thank you. And sir, what is your name, please?
¿Cómo se llama, señora?
Keira Leon.
Keira Leon.
Not your name.
I am so
The
sorry.
gentleman's name. Let's all listen.
Forgive me, Your Honor.
I have coffee here.
Marcus Young.
Thank you. Please, no comment.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And just for the record, this is, arrest is for one count of domestic violence,
Esta detención es por
battery.
una acusación de agresión física, violencia
I did find
intrafamiliar.
probable cause.
Encuentro motivo fundado
Bond is
para
set at
detenerlo.
$750.
La
I'm
fianza-
ordering absolutely no contact, direct or indirect, with
La
the alleged
fianza que le
victim.
imponen es $750, no debe tener contacto ni comunicación. con
I'm
la
ordering a
víctima en
guardian ad litem
absoluto.
to be appointed,
Ordeno que se
and I would ask the
asigne-
state if there has not been a contact made to the department
ordeno que
pursuant to the
se
affidavit.
asigne
It needs to be made.
Ordeno que se asigne una persona para que investigue el caso a través del Departamento de Niños y Familias, que se le asigne una tutora para el caso y le pregunta a la Fiscalía si es que ya se ha hecho un anuncio al Departamento de Niños y Familias.
Okay, and what did you want to say, counsel?
Yes, Judge. She has never been arrested before. She's lived in Broward County for 5 years. She does have an alternative place to live, but she can only afford a $50 bond.
Thank you very much. Bond is set at $750. Thank you very
El señor abogado
much.
allá presente le dice a la señora juez que usted no ha sido detenida anteriormente, que ha vivido en la Florida por 5 años, que tiene otro lugar para donde ir a vivir y que solo puede pagar una fianza de $50.
Good
La
luck.
señora juez dice gracias y
Edward
buena suerte.
Thomas Solomon. That's it. Thank you, sir. Edward Thomas Solomon. Do you need the deputy? He's screaming. But, yes. Can you hit it? I would have. Edward Thomas Solomon. Sir, good morning. Sir, you have been arrested on one count of domestic violence battery, one count of battery on aggravated battery on a pregnant individual known to be pregnant. I have reviewed the affidavit. I did find probable cause. I set bond at $1,500 as to count one, $7,500 as to count two. Total bonds $9,000. I am ordering no contact, direct or indirect, with the alleged victim. Oh, fantastic. Thanks. I'm not going to hesitate to push it if I feel I need to. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There you go. Ronald Brazel. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, you have been arrested on one count of domestic violence battery. That apparently triggered a violation of probation matter before Judge McCarthy. Just for the record, I did find probable cause. I set bond as to count one at $1,500, and you will be seeing your division judge on August 9th at 8:30 a.m. Thank you.
If I may, Judge, I'm just also going to ask that the court would enter an order of no victim contact.
And no victim contact, of course. Thank you. Thank you so much. Patrick Lance Wilkinson. Mr. Wilkinson, anybody know deputies?
He's in
Bonded?
He's a med judge.
Medical?
He's in medical.
Thank you. Medical reset, I'm understanding. Kleiber Marino Batista.
Spanish interpreter, Judge.
Thank you. She's coming. Good morning.
Buenos días, señor.
Mr. Batista, you have been arrested on one count of domestic violence battery.
Señor Batista, lo han acusado de agresión física y violencia intrafamiliar.
I did find probable cause.
Encuentro motivo fundado para detenerlo.
You do have a bond.
Le han impuesto una fianza.
It's set at $1,500.
Le imponen una fianza de $1,500.
I'm finding, and I'm ordering no contact, direct or indirect, with the alleged victim. Yes, ma'am.
Ordeno que no haya contacto ni comunicación con la víctima en absoluto.
Defendant, Mr. Wilkinson, he's not a medical assistant. He was just coming from
What?
outside, Your Honor. So he's actually
Momentos.
sitting right there. He's not a medical assistant. Mr. Wilkinson?
He's sitting here.
No, sitting right there on the front, lower right hand of the.
Oh, he's sitting in the jail? Oh, counsel,
They had said medical.
we have a little miscommunication.
But he's not
Un
medical.
momento, señor, no es para
So
usted.
I have to circle back to Mr. Wilkinson in just a moment, as soon as I'm done
es del
here
otro caso.
with Mr. Batista. But Mr. Batista, I just wanted to finish up. You do
Señor
have a
Batista, quería
bond,
terminar.
just to
Usted tiene una fianza,
clarify.
para
It's
clarificarlo.
$1,500.
$1,500 de fianza
And I am ordering no contact,
y ordeno que no haya contacto o comunicación,
direct or
ya
indirect,
sea directa
with
o
the alleged victim.
indirectamente con
Thank
la
you.
supuesta víctima. Gracias.
Thank you, sir.
Gracias.
Recall.
Yes, Judge, Mr. Wilkinson is here.
Yes, he is. We found out he's here. There we go. Sir, good morning. This is an outstanding capias on a misdemeanor battery case, and there's a current bond on that capias of $2,000. $2,000. I don't know if there was a missed court date, but, all right, so see if you could make that bond.
Yes.
Thank you. And now onward. Let's see.
Actually, Judge, I'm sorry, and if I may interject, like Counselor Rear helped out, but also just in the event that he does bond out on that capias, could we also just enforce that there's a no victim contact on that?
Okay. I think they know that. I think everybody knows that. Okay. Earl Michael Bissett. Earl Michael Bissett. Anybody? Looking for Mr. Bissett.
North Broward, Your Honor.
No, he can't bond out. He's got holds. He can't bond
I'm
out.
sorry, North Broward, Judge. Sorry,
Thanks.
North Broward.
That I know. Okay, got that. Mr. Bissett, good morning.
Morning.
Sir, it looks like you have 3 holds from out of state, so you will be seeing the extradition court judge.
Should
And
have 3.
yes, 3. Correct.
Nope.
So does
Where are
any
they?
but what?
Where are they?
Where's
they?
out of Pennsylvania? Out of Pennsylvania. And don't comment, please, sir. Don't comment.
Me?
Are you Michael Bissett?
Yes.
Okay. The answer is yes, madam. Why?
I'm showing he has one, the other 2 were dismissed yesterday.
Okay.
Out of Nevada.
Okay. So 1 outstanding out of Nevada?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 outstanding out of Nevada. Thank you.
Which means what?
You'll have to see the extradition judge.
Okay, that's just for Nevada.
Carson City.
And, okay, and the other 2?
I understand they've been dismissed.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you. Christopher Ryan Stemko.
Your Honor, he's a reset, for tomorrow.
Thank you. Shakina Cooper. Shakina Cooper. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, this is an outstanding capias on a traffic matter. It's an operating without a valid license. I'm not sure if we have driving records here today, Madam Clerk, do we? Give me 1 second, please. If she'd like to resolve her case today, she may. The offer of sentence is an adjudication, credit for time served, court costs. I can give her extended time to pay, just no driving without a valid license, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So how much time do you need to pay your court costs? They're like $293.
I get paid every 2 weeks.
No, but you tell me, 90 days, is that sufficient for you, or do you
Yes,
need
ma'am.
more time?
90 days is a good.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Adjudication credit, take credit for time served. Thank you. Danica Nicole Garcia.
North Broward.
Thanks. Thank you.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hi, good morning, Miss Garcia. How you doing?
Good morning. I've been better.
Of course. And just for the record, ma'am, you have been arrested on one count of petty theft. I did find probable cause. If you wanted to resolve your case today, you can. The offer of sentence would be adjudication, credit for time served, no return to that Publix. Otherwise, you do have a bond, and it is set at $100.
Can I go ahead and resolve it?
That's up to you. If you'd like to, you can.
Yes.
You need to understand that Florida has what would be described as like a three-strike petty theft law, meaning if there's 3 or more convictions for petty theft, an individual could be charged as a felon, and it doesn't matter if it's the value of an apple. So it's really important that you understand the implications of today's plea. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much. You're all set. I'll assess court costs. I'll give her 6 months to pay. Thank you very much. Good luck. Find a factual basis, knowing voluntary intelligent waiver. Cicely Mack.
No fraud, Your Honor.
Thanks, I'm there. Good morning, Miss Mack.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, good. Miss Mack, you were charged with, strike that. You were arrested with 1 count of trespass. I did find probable cause. If you wanted to resolve your case today, you can. The offer of sentence would be adjudication and no return to that location.
Okay.
You understand you can't go back there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much. You're all set. Adjudication, credit, court costs, give her 6 months to pay.
Judge, if I may, I've got no objections to the court entering in plea colloquies at this time. I just want to make sure that a plea colloquy is done for the record with any appellate issues. Let's say they appeal, that the court can just
All
entertain
right.
a
Thank
plea
you.
colloquy.
Rebecca Ann Ward.
No fraud, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ward. Ma'am, you have an outstanding violation of probation matter. It is a no bond hold, and you do need to see your division judge, and that is going to be on August 9th at 9 a.m. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Ariana Henry.
No fraud, Your Honor.
Thank you. Hi, Miss Henry.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm all right. I guess. I don't know what to say.
Good. What's up?
Your Honor, we're going to ask that this defendant be released to the supervision of pretrial services, drug evaluation within 7 days, random urinalyses, report on Monday.
Okay. The Office of Pretrial Release is approving your release for supervision under the Office of Pretrial Release, and they are requiring a substance abuse screen, assessment, participation in substance abuse treatment within 7 days of your release. No alcohol, no intoxicants, with random screenings at your expense, and of course, no new criminal offenses. Are you interested in that?
Of course.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and order that, all right? And you'll be released. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Megan Witt or Witty,
She bonded, Your Honor.
thank you very much. Melinda Ventire. Oh, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you have an outstanding violation of probation matter. It is a no bond hold. You will be seeing Judge Bailey, and that is going to be on August 9th at 9 a.m. Thank you.
Can I ask if I can, in the meantime, can I be placed in the SAP program until I go to, at the Apple line?
You know, I don't really have any objection to that. You don't want to wait and ask Judge Bailey. You're going to see him in just a few days. So I think, why don't you just make sure that that's something that Judge Bailey is interested in doing? All right?
No,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sandra Victor.
No fraud, Your Honor. She's approaching.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Victor, good morning.
Good morning.
You have been arrested on one count of child abuse without great bodily harm, one count of culpable negligence, exposure to harm, one count of child abuse without great bodily harm. I did find probable cause on all counts. I'm interested in priors, first of all.
No priors.
No comment, please.
None that I can see in the state of Florida.
In 2011, Miss Victor was arrested for a DUI. In 2012, she was adjudicated on a second DUI. 2013,
Yes, ma'am.
DUI.
3 DUIs?
Yes, Your Honor. End of record.
The court has serious concerns with regard to the allegations and the aggravating nature of the probable cause affidavit, particularly in terms of issues impacting any disabled children, minor children of this defendant. Very, very significant concerns. I'm asking that the Department of Children and Families be contacted, a guardian ad litem be appointed. I'm setting bond at $1,000 as to count one. There's a $100 bond as to count two, $1,000 as to count three. I'm also asking for a psychiatric screen if the defendant is to remain incarcerated, and any treatment if necessary, any medications if necessary. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
I can't say
Yes,
anything?
there's bonds. There's bonds.
The question is, I was already cleared of the
Ju-
what's it called?
Okay, don't,
The question.
counsel.
Ma'am, you may not want to speak about the substance of the allegations right now.
Thank you. State, the question I have for you is, is there anything else that this court needs to do in terms of contact with these minor children?
Judge, my understanding, and I could be mistaken, but my understanding is the court can still impose a no victim contact order with the children. I think if the court is getting the guardian ad litem and the Department of Children and Families involved, I think they will also take their own measures per the court's request to
Can I
make
see
sure
that
that there's
affidavit again,
no
please?
immediate contact.
Madam, could I see that affidavit again? We've got the Attorney General's office here, don't we? 1 second. How do I flip it? It does say, just for the record, let me just go inside. A joint child abuse neglect investigation has been conducted, was conducted.
Your Honor, yes.
All right. Pop. Next, I have Orlando Dane Josephs.
North Broad, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Your Honor, the bond on count 4 was corrected, it should be $500.
Thank you. That would be on ad charge number 4.
Yeah.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, this represents charges 3 and charges 4. I really don't know what charges 1 and 2 are, but charge 3 is possession of cannabis, and state, correct me if I'm saying anything incorrect, please. And count 4 is a trespass. There are bonds. As to count 3, I'm showing $1,000, and as to count 4, $500. Is that accurate?
Ma'am, ma'am, I never had no cannabis. I never had no.
All right,
weed.
don't comment, okay? Don't comment. Anything that you say can be used against you. This is just a very, very preliminary notification hearing as to bond, okay? Okay? Thank you.
Can I get pre-trial release?
Count 4. Yeah.
And I'm assuming he was interviewed for pretrial
No,
release?
Your Honor, he's here on an ad charge. He has other counts. He was not interviewed for pretrial.
Okay, but when was that? Those were some time ago, or?
No, he has.
I'm sorry.
The capias
Can you
was
stand up when you
issued.
speak? I'm sorry.
The capias was issued, Your Honor, while he was in custody.
Okay, what's he being held on?
Resist without violence and petty theft.
Okay. And can I order him screened for pretrial release?
Yes, you can, Your Honor.
Okay, and determine if there's any mental health history, please.
I can tell the court, just for the court's own edification, it looks like he does have a pending felony petty theft and resisting without currently before Judge Porth in mental health.
Okay,
as well
then
as a-
can you transfer him to my mental health court, please? Thank you very much, and we'll see him. I'll see you on Monday, okay? In my court. All right? All right, excellent. See you then.
I believe it was Sandra Victor. Victor.
Walter Brian Dusky. Dusky. Thank you. Dusky in Maine Jail. Good morning, sir.
Morning, ma'am. It's Brian Walter with Dusty.
Okay, I appreciate that very much. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
No, I was just saying that was the wrong way. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Sir, this is for 1 count of trespass, and if you were interested in resolving your case by way of a plea of no contest today, you can. You need to understand that if you are interested in resolving your case today, then you would be waiving and giving up your constitutional rights to trial, representation of counsel, and all due process rights that flow with you. But if you did want to resolve your case, you can. The offer of sentence is a withholding of adjudication, no conviction. And I'll take judicial notice of time served.
So that means I get released?
Yes. It's
Okay.
homeless.
No contest.
Thank you very much. You're all set. Thank you. Adam Lenar. The next few cases seem like there was some kind of a homeless sweep, just for the record. Homeless sweep. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you?
Still breathing.
There you go. And just for the record, sir, you have been arrested also on 1 count of trespass, and if you did want to resolve your case today, you can. Same offer of sentence, a withholding of adjudication, no conviction. You know, I understand that you may be in a homeless dynamic, and I understand that, but it's very, very dangerous to be near that 95 corridor. And so I know that you're aware, as best you can be, as any of the homeless resources, but they're really concerned about people being injured near that overpass. So maybe just don't go back to that location, correct? And try to see if you can get any placement.
I plead no contest.
Sure. Absolutely. You could enter a plea of no contest, same offer, withholding of adjudication, no conviction, and you understand that you'd be giving up all your constitutional rights to counsel and to challenge your charge by way of trial, correct?
Yes.
All right, good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Anthony, John, and Selmo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, you've also been arrested on one count of trespass, and I would extend the same offer to you. I did find probable cause, but if you did want to resolve your case today, you can. The offer of sentence is a withholding of adjudication, no conviction. And if you did want to resolve your case, you understand that you'd be giving up your right to trial, your right to representation of counsel, and if you couldn't afford a lawyer, of course, the court would appoint a lawyer for you. It's very, very important that I understand that you might be in a homeless situation, but not to go into traffic. Not to go into traffic, correct?
Good.
All right, for your safety and for safety of others, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you want to resolve your case today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're all set. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Okay.
Timothy Furr. Timothy Furr.
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, Mr. Furr. How you doing?
Good as I can be under circumstances.
There you go. And just for the record, it looks like you may have missed a court date. And this was for a city, a municipal ordinance having to do with alleged solicitation or panhandling. I would extend the same offer to you. If you wanted to resolve your case today, you can. It would be a withholding of adjudication, no conviction. And again, there are what we would describe as very strong, anti-panhandling types of laws. So it's really important that you try to, find resources as best you can in the community, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you want to resolve your case today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand you'd be giving up your right to counsel, the right to appointment of counsel, trial, and all other due process rights that would flow to you constitutionally. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, you're all set.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, good luck. Jose Ventura.
Spanish interpreter, Judge?
Of course.
Spanish interpreter present, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Mr. Ventura, good morning.
Buenos días, señor Ventura.
Mr. Ventura, there's an outstanding, capias for a missed court date.
Señor Ventura, hay una orden de captura pendiente. Pienso que fue porque no cumplió con comparecer a la corte.
And it was for a trespass, a simple trespass.
Y la acusación que tenían era de estar en un lugar sin autorización, un simple estar en un lugar sin autorización.
And if you wanted to resolve your case today, you can.
Si usted quisiera resolver su caso, hoy lo podría hacer.
I would give you a few legal advisements, however.
Sin embargo, yo le daría unos cuantos consejos legales.
I'm not looking for comment.
Y no estoy pidiendo que usted me haga comentarios.
The first is what I would describe as a standard legal advisement.
El primero será lo que yo describo un consejo o una información legal estándar.
And that is, in the event that you are not a natural-born American citizen,
Y este será que en caso, en el evento de que usted no sea un ciudadano que haya nacido aquí en los Estados Unidos,
or have citizenship status,
o que usted tenga ya una situación de ciudadanía porque la haya obtenido,
a conviction,
el que lo condenen a usted,
this is not a conviction, it would be a withholding of a conviction.
pero aquí, si usted resolviese su caso hoy, no lo condenarían, le darían el fallo mínimo.
But still,
pero sin embargo
could have negative immigration consequences,
podría tener consecuencias negativas con la inmigración,
which could include that of deportation.
que podría incluir aquello de que lo deporten.
This is a standard legal advisement,
Y esta información, este consejo, es el consejo legal estándar
which I must make as a matter of law.
y que yo debo hacer como principio de la ley.
Did you understand that advisement, sir?
¿Comprendió esa información, ese consejo legal? Yeah.
Thank you. If you were interested in resolving your case today,
Si usted está interesado en resolver su caso hoy,
I would extend the offer of sentence as follows.
yo le daría o le extendería esta oferta para que usted resuelva su caso como sigue.
It would be a withholding of adjudication.
Le daría el fallo mínimo,
No adjudication, no conviction.
no lo declararía culpable,
And I would ask that you not go back to that location of your arrest.
lo cual diría que usted que no lo estoy condenando y le ordenaría que no regrese a ese lugar donde sucedió el incidente.
You understand that in the event you wanted to challenge your charge by way of trial,
Si quiero que usted entienda que si usted quisiera retar las acusaciones que tienen en contra suya a través de un juicio
and you cannot afford an attorney,
y usted no pudiera quisiera un abogado y no pudiera pagar un abogado privado,
the court would appoint counsel for you.
el tribunal asignaría un abogado para que lo defienda en ese juicio.
If you resolve your case today,
Si usted resuelve su caso hoy,
you'd be waiving and giving up those constitutional rights,
estaría abandonando esos derechos constitucionales,
including that of the appointment of counsel,
incluyendo
and ending all due process and constitutional rights that otherwise flow to you.
ese derecho a que le asignen o a que usted tenga un abogado que lo defienda, además de todos los otros derechos que usted tiene para que haya un debido proceso de la ley.
Okay, what did you want to do?
¿Qué quiere hacer, señor, con su caso?
Were you interested in resolving your case today?
Señor, ¿quiere resolver su caso hoy?
Or
¿Está
did you want to
interesado?
consult with, there is a public defender right there.
Señor, ¿quiere resolver su caso hoy o quiere
If you had any
consultar con un
questions.
abogado? Hay un abogado defensor allá en la cárcel si usted quisiera consultar con él antes de resolver su caso, si lo quiere resolver.
Just 1 second, Judge.
Surely, take your time. We're good. We're doing well. I think we're doing well, considering it all. Considering all of this space. I have the same issues in my courtroom.
Are you on this new side now also?
I am. I'm on 6, yeah.
Judge, the defendant is a U.S. citizen, and he will resolve the case.
Okay, I'm not asking for comment on citizenship,
Este-
just for the record. And
señor abogado
that's
defensor.
fine. He can certainly do that. Thank you.
El señor abogado allá presente le dice a la señora juez que usted es ciudadano de los Estados Unidos
And
y
you
que
will
usted
be released.
está
Thank
dispuesto
you.
a resolver
Nothing
su
else
caso
is
hoy.
needed. Thank
La
you.
señora juez dice que no tiene comentarios en cuanto a la ciudadanía y que usted lo van a dejar en libertad hoy.
And next, I have Terrence Rodney Moore. Good morning, Mr. Moore. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
How are you?
All right.
Great. Okay, so this is what we have, I think. We have 2 outstanding cases on a missed cases involving municipal county ordinances, kind of, quality of life types of cases, as well as 1 new arrest for solicitation for panhandling. And if you were interested in resolving your cases, all 3 of your cases today, you can do that. Of course, the issue basically is, as you've heard me say before, that, countywide, there are some very strict restrictions with regards to issues of solicitation and panhandling. And so I would just, again, strongly recommend that you do your best, to seek resources, from the community, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And any family. But if you did want to resolve your case, you can. Offer of sentence is a withhold on all counts. Again, you'd be waiving and giving up any of your constitutional rights to counsel to challenge your charge and all due process rights that would flow to you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to resolve your case today? All cases?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. All cases?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So all 3 cases then would be a withholding of adjudication. I'll take judicial notice of time served. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Anthony, Dominic, Francis. Let me know if you need me, and I'll shift back out. Good morning. Sir, this looks like it was an arrest for a traffic matter, expired driver's license over 6 months. And just for the record, I did find probable cause. That, in turn, triggered a violation of probation matter on a misdemeanor level where there are bonds. There's bonds on both. On the VOP, bonds are set at $1,500 before Judge Levy Cohen, before Judge Levy, no, not Judge Cohen, Levy Cohen, just Judge Levy, and $25 is to count 1. I don't know. This was what I would describe. I mean, it's a violation of probation. It's what I would describe as a petty violation. A 90-day probation for a homeless solicitation and panhandling. So I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure that I have authority to do anything on that. Do I?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, certainly.
August 8th. When was that? When is that, Tuesday? Oh, you're coming back where? Here? Why here? Is this? Oh, Judge Levy's here now. Okay, but she's not in the satellite. She's here. I'm just letting you know she's in Central now. So if it's her probation, you should set it in her courtroom. Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just telling you. Do whatever you want. All right. It sounds like you need to see your division judge. So you'll be seeing Judge Levy either in her courtroom or another judge over satellite. I don't know. On the 8th. Thank you very much. Thomas Daniel Zender.
It's actually Daniel Thomas Sender, but that's okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Looking for priors.
He's got a plethora of municipal ordinance priors. It looks like there may be some.
I can't hear you, madam. I'm
It
sorry.
looks like he might have some homeless issues, Judge. He's got a litany of MOs, municipal ordinances, panhandling, petty thefts, open containers, things of that nature.
And Your Honor, when he came to magistrate on the 7th of May, he was placed on a pretrial supervision, case number 174219 MM10A, for resisting without violence and disorderly intoxication. We're going to ask that if the court finds probable cause on this new arrest, to please revoke his pretrial status on the existing case.
There's no convictions on any of those cases.
Don't comment, please. Sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
I do find probable cause, of course, just for the record. So I would revoke the pretrial status. I'm not sure. I do have bonds. Do you have a recommendation on bonds?
Judge,
Well, I mean, are you reinstating the bonds, or?
It's quite frankly, Your Honor, when he came to magistrate.
I'm not really clear what's open.
When he came to magistrate on case 174219 MM10A, at which time the magistrate judge placed him on a pretrial supervision, and he did not have to post a bond.
No, I understand, but what are those bonds? Are you going to set a no bond?
It's up to the court, if the court chooses to set a no bond or to impose a bond on this revocation.
Okay, then set a no bond on the and bonds on this case will be $25 on each.
If the court will please sign this revocation. Thank you.
Okay, so this is going to go back to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And this is going to go this way. All right, thank you very much. Good luck, sir. Jerome Samuel Hilmafarb.
What happened, Your Honor?
Your violation, your prior pretrial release order has been revoked. You're
Okay.
now being held no bond on a prior arrest.
No bond.
Correct. And you have bonds on the current case that you were just arrested on $25 on both counts.
Okay.
Thank
so
you.
I can't bond out?
That's right.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. Carl Alfred Abibi Nichols. Did I miss something? Yes, apparently I did. Yes.
I thought I heard you.
Yes, I did.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
This looks like there might have been a missed court date on a very petty open container type of violation. And if you wanted to resolve it, you can. The offer of sentence would be a withholding of adjudication. I would take judicial notice of time served.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand you're waiving your right to counsel and trial and any other constitutional and due process rights that otherwise flow to you.
Yes, Your Honor. Does that mean that I'll be released?
Yes.
Today? Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Yes, I'd like to plead no contest. Is that what you're asking?
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Carl Alfred Abibi Nichols. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Kind of the same situation. This looks like it might have been a missed court date on a possession of cannabis charge. And
Yes, ma'am.
if you did want to resolve your case today, you can. The offer of sentence would be a withholding of adjudication, no conviction. The same rights waivers, of course, would apply. In exchange for a plea of no contest, you'd be giving up your right to trial, any potential right to the appointment of counsel, and any and all due process rights that would otherwise flow to you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, I get released today, right?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I want to do.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Bless you.
And we did Mr. Hines early, didn't we?
I don't believe so, Judge.
No? Okay, because if I come back to that paperwork that we already did, just remind me. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, you have been arrested on one count of battery. And I did find probable cause. This was an alleged battery out of the airport. You do have a bond. It's set at $1,000. I'm ordering absolutely no contact, direct, indirect, with that employee at the City of Fort Lauderdale Airport, or anywhere else with that individual. No contact, direct or indirect. And I did find probable cause. Are you able to post a bond?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Rodrigo Ramirez. I might need the interpreter. I'm not sure.
Spanish interpreter, Judge.
And I
Rodrigo
think if there
Ramirez.
is a driving record, I would appreciate it. Sir, good morning.
Buenos días, señor. Good morning.
You have been arrested on 3 counts of driving under the influence.
Lo han detenido por 3 acusaciones de estar conduciendo bajo los
What-
efectos.
One for what would be described as a simple, straight DUI.
El uno, que sería descrito como
And
un simple DUI,
Two,
estar conduciendo bajo los
2 counts
efectos.
of driving under the influence of the property damage or injury to another.
2 acusaciones de estar conduciendo bajo los efectos y causar daño a la propiedad o causar lesiones a otra
You've
persona.
also been arrested on 1 count of operating without a valid license,
También lo han detenido por una acusación de estar conduciendo sin una licencia válida.
1 count of leaving the scene of an accident
y una acusación de alejarse del lugar de los hechos de un accidente.
Just for the record, this is a very serious allegation, arrest affidavit.
Para el acta, esta información
I
en
would
el
ask the
affidavit
state,
de
I'm
motivo
showing
fundado
a
es realmente serio, grave.
DUI conviction, I believe it's a DUI conviction.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
In 15, I do not know if he's currently on probation.
Judge, I'm looking right.
Señor, la señora juez está diciendo que parece ser que en el 2015 lo condenaron por estar conduciendo bajo los efectos. Pregunta a la señora fiscal si es que si es que usted está bajo libertad vigilada o probatoria.
It looks like Judge, he pled out a DUI before Judge Solomon on April of 2016 for a period of 9 months probation to end on January of 2017. I'm showing one affidavit of violation. I don't know if that's since been told, but in the abundance of caution, he very well could still be on probation.
La señora fiscal está diciendo a la señora juez que usted se declaró culpable ante la señora juez Salomon en abril de 2016. Ella le impuso como condena 9 meses de libertad vigilada que terminaría en enero de 2017. Muestra en sus archivos que usted tiene una quebrantación de esa libertad vigilada y que ella no está segura, pero que podría ser que usted todavía esté bajo esa libertad vigilada.
I would ask if there's any other priors.
Pregunto si hay algún otro antecedente a la fiscal.
None other that I can see, Judge, in Florida, but I defer to Madam Probation or pretrial.
No que yo pueda encontrar aquí en el sistema de la Florida. I'm sorry, Madam Pretrial. La señora de los servicios especiales de la corte dice que ella tampoco encuentra ningún otro antecedente.
And just for the record, I would set bond as to count 1 at $5,000, bond on count 2 at $1,000, bond to count 3 at $1,000, $25 as to count 4, $100 as to count 5. In the event that he is able to bond out, I would also order him on pretrial release. No driving without a valid license, no alcohol, no intoxicants, with random screens. Do you understand, sir?
Señor, para el acta, dice la señora juez, le impone una fianza de $5,000 para la primera acusación, $1,000 para la segunda acusación, $1,000 para la tercera acusación, $25 para la cuarta acusación, $100 para la quinta acusación. En caso de que usted pueda pagar una fianza para salir en libertad, usted no puede conducir sin una licencia válida, debe presentarse ante los servicios especiales de la corte, no debe consumir bebidas alcohólicas ni nada que lo embriague y le harán pruebas al azar de bebidas alcohólicas.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Gracias, buena suerte.
Was there anything you wanted to say? Yes,
¿Algo que
please.
usted quisiera decir al señor abogado?
Public Defender's Office on his behalf.
Thank you.
Just for the record, Ramirez has lived in Broward County for the last 4 years. He does have a wife and child that he does provide for. He is currently seeking employment as he doesn't have any right now, and that the only bond that he can possibly afford is a $300 bond, but he does have to take care of himself and his family.
Thank you very much. Bond stands.
El señor abogado defensor allá presente le dice a la señora, I'm sorry, Your Honor, the interpreter has not finished interpreting.
Oh, I apologize.
I'm sorry, it's that they took
Oh,
him
could
away.
I apologize. Could we call that case back? And I apologize. It's my fault.
No, Your Honor, I'm sorry, it was, they just took it.
We need to go, we're still interpreting what counsel was saying to the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Señor, la señora intérprete todavía estaba terminando de interpretar lo que dijo el abogado defensor allá presente a la señora juez. Que usted ha vivido en la Florida por 4 años, tiene una esposa, un hijo, no tiene empleo, pero está tratando de encontrar un empleo, que usted no puede pagar una fianza más de $300. La señora juez decide que las fianzas que le ha impuesto son las que quedan. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Your Honor,
Es
just to
todo,
clarify,
señor.
that was a standard pretrial with the bond, is that correct?
Un momento, señor.
That would be correct.
Entonces,
I'm so sorry. 1 second. That would be correct. Standard with those conditions.
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct.
Señor, la señora de los servicios especiales le pregunta a la señora juez si usted va a estar supervisado por esa oficina, que si esa supervisión es la estándar, dice la señora juez que sí, con todas las condiciones que le ha dicho, que ya le ha anunciado.
Good luck.
Buena suerte.
Roosevelt Cedric Pearson. Or Cedric Roosevelt Pearson.
North Broad, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Sir, this is, it looks like an ad charge number 6. And state, or anybody, you can help me if I'm wrong, but it's, looks like it's for, one count of resisting or obstructing without violence, and there is a bond on that count, and it's $100. And that's all I guess the information I have for you today. Thank you.
Can I resolve it?
No, you cannot. It's an ad charge. Thank you. William Andrew Green. Andrew William Green. I don't know.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, where are you? At Maine?
Judge.
There we go. Sir, good morning.
Morning.
Sir, you have been arrested on one count of driving under the influence with 2 civil infractions, which includes driving on a sidewalk, driving on the wrong side. I did find probable cause. It appears, state, that there is a prior,
There is, Judge.
and I'd like you to please, there might be several priors, I'm not sure, but maybe if you can go through his history with me, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm looking on Odyssey. I can tell the court I see for sure one DUI that was enhanced above a .20 that he pled out back in 2012, and I will take a look at his driving record to see if there are any that are out of Broward County. Okay, Judge, does the court have a copy of the driving record as well? Okay.
I do.
So then I can see for certain, Your Honor, and it looks like it is, I can only see one DUI that's on the driving record. I see a DWS that was revoked, but no other DUIs aside from one prior. So this would be a second within 5, it looks like, or second
Just outside, I
just
think.
outside.
Sir, I did find probable cause. You do have bonds. It's set at $1,000 is to count 1. I would order in the event that you are able to bond out, that you are supervised under the Office of Pretrial Release, that I would order absolutely no alcohol, no intoxicants, random screenings. There was allegations of mental health conditions in the body of the affidavit. I don't know that that's bona fide or not bona fide. If it is, you certainly should go ahead and seek mental health screenings through Henderson Behavioral Health or your own provider. But having said that, absolutely no driving without a valid license. If the license is not valid, the license is currently appearing valid as far as the record that I looked at, but absolutely no alcohol, no intoxicants, random screenings at your expense. Thank you very much. I have Samuel Lee Hanbury. Good morning. And sir, you have an outstanding violation of probation matter before Judge Bailey, and you'll be seeing Judge Bailey on August 9th at 9 a.m. Thank you. Whistler Isme or Isme? Good morning. Sir, you have been arrested on one count of unoccupied burglary of a dwelling unarmed. That, I did find probable cause. That triggered a violation of probation, and you will be seeing your division judge on August 9th at 9 a.m. I would set bond on count 1 at $3,500. Thank you very much. Bienvenido, Veloy. Do you speak English, sir? Thank you. So you have 3 outstanding violation of probation matters, and you will be seeing your division judge on August 14th at 8:30 a.m. That'll be Judge Bailey. Thank you. Omar Sapita. Good morning. This is traffic. And, sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of operating without a valid license, also failing to stop, remain in an accident involving serious injury to another. Give me 1 second, please. No DL, thank you. If I can get just a little bit of input with regards to the bond standard, if there a standard bond amount as to count 1?
Judge, not as to the charge itself, but I believe the standard rate for a third-degree felony, I want to say.
Was that is that
Is it a-
25?
Is it a,
Huh? Anybody in the jail know?
I know first degree is 7,500, I believe his second degree is 5,000.
Anybody in the jail know?
With the new bond schedule, there is no more signing.
I couldn't hear, I'm sorry. No standards?
With the new bond schedule, there are no more signing.
Oh, okay, thank you. And just for the record, I would set bond on count 1 at $750 and $25 as to count 2, operating without a valid license. Thank you.
Judge, if I may, for the record.
Sure.
Mr. Zapata has lived in Broward County for 9 years. He does not work. He lost his job 2 weeks ago. He is the sole provider of him and his girlfriend, and his girlfriend is 4 months pregnant. He does work in the restaurant business as a cook, and he can only afford about $200.
And girlfriend spoke with us this morning and indicated she would be posting his bond.
I did get information, just for the record, from pretrial release that his girlfriend is going to be posting his bond.
Thank you, Judge.
Nicholas Ashley, register?
Judge, he just was brought from the cell. Can I have a few moments with
Yes,
him?
of course.
Thank you, Judge.
Does anybody need anything? Anybody? There we go. Of course. We could take a break. I don't know how to do that, but I guess we go like the. Back on the record. Could everybody hear me?
Yes, Judge.
Very good. Okay, so I'm calling Nicholas Ashley Register, and sir, you have been arrested on one count of possession of methamphetamine, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and I did find probable cause, and you do have a bond, and it's set at $1,000.
Judge Joseph Dewey from the Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Register. He has lived here in Broward County his whole life. He currently is unemployed but is seeking work. He is not married and does not have any kids. He currently resides with friends, but he has no money to pay a bond to get out at this time.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
thank you. Mathley Mosley. Good morning. Sir, you have been arrested on one count of possession of cocaine, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. I did find probable cause. That in turn, give me 1 second. I'm not, is there a violation of probation or is this just an unrelated felony capias? I think it looks like a capias.
It's okay.
Oh, you knew that. Okay, excellent. No, I appreciate that. So, you do have bonds, and on the possession of cocaine, there's a $1,000 bond, and this was a no-show arraignment before Judge Robinson. I'm not exactly sure, State, how that's treated. Does the magistrate set a bond, or is that a no bond? I think that no bond on the clerk's form is just a standard entry.
It depends, Judge, if we can look at the capias to see. Give me a moment, I'll pull it up and see what the judge imposed.
I tell you.
Not for magistrate. So whatever it is, basically. Okay. So it looks like you may have to be seen before Judge Robinson. I don't have any legal authority with regards to that capias. So you may be seeing Judge Robinson next week. Thank you.
Judge.
Yes.
May I, Judge Mike Spare, the public defender's half?
Yes.
On the client's behalf, we object to probable cause, Judge, on this case. It appears written in the probable cause that the individual was standing in the street yelling obscenities. Police officer made contact and then patted him down. Case law is clear that there needs to be reasonable suspicion for a pat down to take place. There's no reasonable suspicion in the PC that the officer had a reasonable suspicion that the defendant was armed and dangerous at the time that would trigger the pat down. Excuse me. So I believe it's a bad search, Judge. There's no reasonable suspicion.
All right, thank you very much. I'll leave that for the division judge. Thank you. I can't make that determination based on one sentence. Just can't. Robert Baptista. Good morning. So you have an outstanding violation of probation before Judge Usan, and that hearing is going to be August 9th at 9 a.m. Are you having problems with your eye?
Yes, woman.
Do you need to see the, do I need to do anything to ask for a medical screen for you?
He said eye doctor or something.
Could Your Honor entertain a medical evaluation?
Can you do an order?
I'd be happy to.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Terrence Michael O'Neill. Mr. O'Neill, sir, you have been arrested on driving under the influence. It looks like it's the potential fourth DUI. I'm going to ask for a review in just a moment. Also, thank you, ma'am, one count of refusal to submit to a DUI test, one count of driving under the influence, felony, habitual. And give me one moment, please. State, do you want to weigh in? Or
I would, Judge. I just didn't know if the court was ready for me. Judge, I would be asking for a minimum of a $7,500 bond with pretrial. I could tell the court, Judge, this is his fourth DUI. I'm looking at his driving record.
Can you hear in the jail? Can you hear? I'm gonna ask the state to lean in to her microphone and to speak up because it's hard to hear. Please begin again.
I could tell the court.
A little bit more. Lean all the way in.
Judge, that's as far as I could go without quite literally licking it.
Okay, could you speak up a little bit? We don't want you doing that. That sounds not good.
I could tell
Not good.
I could tell the court he has 3 prior DUIs. This is a 4th DUI arrest. I'm asking for a minimum of a $7,500 bond with pretrial. I can also tell the court he does have, he does have 2 pending DWLSs that are before Judge Merrigan. I'm asking that the court, or rather, I'm making a recommendation to the court that the court revoke his bond on those DWLSs, given the fact that he had a permanent revocation. Those are case number 16-00290. 0 TC10A and 15-057-394 TC20.
I would ask the state if you could just review with the court and for the record the years of the priors.
Certainly, Judge. Just give me one moment.
One second, please.
Okay, Judge, I'm looking at a I'm looking at a 2002 DUI, a 2013 DUI property damage, and a 2004 5-year DUI revocation as well.
2004?
Yes, ma'am. There's several different ones, Judge. I'm just trying to decipher between all of them.
And I understand that you're in Judge Merrigan's division on the pending driving while license suspended or revoked matters, and I think that what you're saying, State, then, is that those DWLSs obviously that are being heard on the felony level?
Right now, Judge, they're correct.
Or
yes, ma'am.
is he being seen in the Veterans Court?
Judge Joseph Dewey is a friend of the court. Mr. O'Neill is a veteran and is in front of Judge Merrigan for veteran courts for those DWLSs. He would ask that once you've set bond for this, that this also be transferred to Veterans Court.
Could you clarify on the what the level of those cases are? Because he hears both misdemeanors and felonies in the Veterans Court.
It looks like one judge is before Judge Merrigan, and it's just a simple misdemeanor. And the second as well. Both are just misdemeanor DWLSs. I'm not sure if they're going to be up filed to felonies, Judge, but right now they're just misdemeanors. And I can tell the court also, it looks like this will currently be heading towards Judge Fine. And I don't know, and maybe the court might know better, I don't know if a DUI, if a 4th DUI is eligible for Veterans Court.
I don't know.
Yeah. And at this point, I would just be objecting to sending it over there without first everybody kind of figuring that out.
Let's just go through this for just a moment. Obviously, public safety is significantly at risk. I would set bond at count 1 at $7,500. The refusal bonds is set at $100. The DWLS is set at $750. In the event that defendant is able to bond out, I would order him under pretrial release under a level 2 with electronic monitoring. Level 2, electronic monitoring, absolutely no driving, no alcohol, no intoxicants. He would be permitted, obviously, under the level 2 to make any and all medical appointments. For example, I don't know if you receive any medical services. I'm not asking through the VA or any other medical provider. So you would be permitted to do that. Other than that, it's a limited scope.
May I make a suggestion to the court?
Yes, please.
Your Honor, I am not sure if the court is familiar with the TAD. It's the trans alcohol detector. It's a transdermal alcohol detector. Looks very much like the,
Not interested in that.
well, I was gonna say it will do the same thing as the GPS, but it has that little extra step because we will then know if he's consuming any alcohol.
Oh, I see.
It's right attached to his skin, so as soon as he perspires, it reports to us, Your Honor.
Okay.
So
Is
it's
that
the same
is that
level
the
two-
same?
Same level 2. But we're
Okay, and
gonna
it's
use
not a
this TAD.
separate. It's not a separate detection device. You're
I'm not
saying
gonna
it's
put
all
two-
integrated.
Right, I'm not putting 2 on him.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
put one,
Then I
but
don't
this
have,
has-
no, then that, if it has those capabilities, then that's fine. But my point being, is that I want to make sure, that if he receives medical services, that he's able to do that. Correct? You have family here in South Florida?
Yes, Your Honor, I've lived in Broward County for the last 24 years, and only in 2 residences in the last 20.
Okay, and I just, could I make one more order? No firearms, no weapons of any kind.
Don't own any.
Okay, good. So that's just an abundance of caution order, from a mental health vantage point. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. You could still put Elmo and TAD, yeah. TAD is what it's called.
TAD.
Yes, it's a transdermal alcohol detector.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, before you called Mr. Duffy, may I talk about Mr. Duffy real quick?
Yes, of course.
Mr. Duffy says he has an attorney and is asking the court to reset this for Monday so he can call his attorney to have his attorney to make argument on bond on this case.
No, I'm not doing that under the law. I'm going to magistrate him today. He could I just want to say something, and that does not in any way foreclose his attorney from making bond application to his judge at any time. He does not have to wait for charges to be formally filed. He can go right in and do a motion. Understood? I don't want you to think that, well, I know you do, but I want to make sure he does. So you understand what I'm saying, sir? One is not mutually exclusive from the other. All right? All right. So just for the record, I have reviewed the arrest affidavit, and you have been arrested on 1 count of burglary of a structure or conveyance armed. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to turn the page. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 counts of grand theft of a firearm. I did find probable cause on all counts, and my understanding is currently that is no bond. And so that's really what the status is in terms of bond determination. There is no bond. And of course, you'll be able to make application before your division judge, and I do find probable cause on all counts.
Your Honor, just if I may, based on your review of the probable cause affidavit and the arrest warrant, is the court inclined to make a finding of proof evident presumption grade at this time, which again can be later disputed in the division judge for an Arthur hearing, but for purposes of continuing to hold him no bond, will the court make a indication of proof evident presumption grade for purposes of keeping him no bond at this point?
No, thank you. I have, I think, some clarification questions on the next one, but let me begin, and that's Aurelio Dan Daniels. Some probable cause questions, generally. I don't really understand this affidavit fully, so maybe somebody could help me. There's 2 counts of grand theft, just for the record, and Let me just go back over this for 1 second. And let's see. Just for the record, and I'm not looking for comment, I'm just trying to process this a little bit. The allegations include that this was an employee, I guess, of some kind of a pawn shop. That the allegations are with regards to the theft of a victim's steel, and that's not steel like metal. It's a make of a concrete saw, as well as, which was valued at allegedly $950, and some kind of a precision laser. With regards to the allegations of the precision laser, I don't see a value with regards to the second item. So as to that second count, I don't find a value, so therefore no PC as to count 2 state of those allegations. And then yes, it would. Yes, so no PC state as to count 2, as to count 6.
I would agree with that, Judge.
Thank you, and I would give the state time to perfect, 48 hours to
Perfect,
perfect,
Judge, thank you.
because we are at the weekend. And also, according to the booking sheet, this does trigger a parole hold, or so that is just noted that it triggers a parole hold. So I found probable cause on all other counts. And he does have bonds on those other counts. $1,000 is to count 1. $3,500 is to count 3 and 4 each, respectfully. And $3,500 as to count 5. Well, I'm giving the state time to perfect. So I'm not doing anything other than giving them time to perfect it this. Jeff Davis? I'll need prior state.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
What's that?
Oh, hi. Hi. Can you see me?
You see her?
Who is?
The judge.
Can you see me?
Stop screen.
Do you have?
Who? The judge. Hello? Yeah.
Hi. Are you have any vision impairment?
No, I can't hardly see.
Okay. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you a little bit.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, excellent. Sir, you have been arrested on alleged third or subsequent petty theft, meaning even though the allegation is a petty theft, it is, the arrest is currently alleging that it's on the felony level because it's a habitual petty theft, and I'm going to ask the state to see if there is a predicate for that, and they're going to look at the history and let me know in just a moment. And let me know, sir, if you don't understand anything, and I'll repeat it.
While the state is looking, Your Honor, I show that he was released from Florida State Prison in
Yes.
April of last year for a felony petty theft. I show felony petty theft
Oh, thank you.
adjudications, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I show 9
9 what?
felony petty theft adjudications, Your Honor.
Correct, Judge.
Since 2003, there's 9. And
Can
that-
you have that?
Yes, ma'am, I've got them, respectfully, I've got them all the way down to 1993.
Well, I certainly do then. It seems like there's a history of serial felony petty thefts, and just for the record, Mr. Davis was relatively recently released from Florida State Prison. And in that regard, I would certainly find probable cause. He does have a bond of $750. Thank you.
Just for the record, Joseph Dewey on his behalf. Mr. Davis, outside of incarceration, has lived in Broward County since 1959. His wife has passed. He has a grown child, and the only type of way he supports himself is by picking up recyclables and selling recyclables, and he receives SSI. He currently only has a cousin that lives in Broward County, and he cannot afford a bond.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. So where is he living currently? Is he homeless or?
Correction, John, that judge. He lives with his niece, so his niece does also live in Broward County.
She don't, I have to help her too, because she's stomach or something, it's all swell up.
Mr. Davis has explained to me that the money that he gets from his SSI and his recycling that he does is what supports not only him but his niece as well, because she's unable to provide for herself as well.
I really don't know what to say. It's hard to imagine. It's mind-boggling, the history. All right. Thank you. He could apply to his division judge. Getson Theophile or Theophile? Good morning, sir.
Morning, Your Honor.
Thank you. And, sir, you were arrested on one count of obstruction by disguise. I did find probable cause. That, in turn, triggered a violation of a felony probationary matter, and you will see your division judge on August 14th at 8:30, and there is a bond as to count 1 of $100. And if you are able to bond out at any point, I would just order no return to that La Quinta Hotel.
Okay, that's fine.
Just for the record to clarify, Judge, it was a KPS, not a VOP.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sorry. Found a button.
Judge, Mr. Theophile would like to make a statement.
I don't want a statement, thanks.
What?
Bye. No statement. Willie Flowers, we have to move on. Willie Flowers, we have to move on.
Mr. Flowers.
Good morning.
Hi, Mr. Flowers.
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Sir, you have been arrested on one count of distribution or delivery of heroin. I have reviewed the affidavit. I did find probable cause. There is a bond, and it's $2,500.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Just for the record, Joseph Dewey on behalf of Mr. Flowers from the PD's office. Mr. Flowers has lived in Broward his whole life. He does not work. He's not married. He currently has no way of supporting himself, so he has no money, and he lives at large.
Thank you. I appreciate that information. Renaco LaQuinn Page. Good morning, sir. There's three counts of new allegations of charges, or one is for possession of controlled substance without a prescription, one for drug paraphernalia or possession and or use, one count for introduction of contraband into a detention facility. And I did find probable cause on those counts, and you do have bonds, and they total $2,100. There's also two pending misdemeanor matters. They also carry bonds of $1,500 on each count. That in turn looks like it triggered 2 counts of violation of probation or community control. And you will be seeing your division judge on August 9th at 8:30. Thank you. And Charles Hamilton, almost done. The words that we do like to hear on a weekend. Almost done. Good morning. Hi, Mr. Hamilton.
Morning.
Sir, you have an outstanding violation of probation matter, and you will be seeing your division judge, although the booking sheet's not showing the date or time of the hearing. I don't know if anybody knows that.
Yes, Judge, it is the 14th at 8:45.
Okay, excellent. That's when you'll have your hearing. Thank you, sir. And Daniel Patrick Donovan, did I do that? No? Sir, good morning. This is a petty theft charge, arrest, strike that, arrest. Give me 1 second. And then one count of failing to arrest or register as a career offender state. Is that accurate? Did I have that right?
That's correct, Judge. That's the charge.
Thank you. And state, I'm not clear in terms, I do find it is a misdemeanor petty theft, just for the record. It's not a felony petty theft. So I would just set bond as to $25 as to the first count. It is petty. But the second count, I'm just not sure what I know there's not a standard bond. I'm just not very familiar with that particular classification of offense.
We don't see it too often, Judge, but we prosecute them. I've done it myself several times. I'd probably make a recommendation of a $500 with $1,000 bond on it.
Thank you. And I would set a $500 bond as to count 2. Are you able to bond out?
No, Judge. Joseph Dewey on behalf of Mr. Donovan. He's currently lived in Broward his whole life. He's not married. He is unemployed. He currently has no way of providing for himself. He does live at large. He doesn't have anywhere to go.
But that's not relative to the registration issue. It's not that kind of registration. That's more of a financial challenge. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Your Honor, can I speak for a moment?
Just don't, yes, you can. I just don't want you saying anything with regards to that could be used against you. I was just wondering if it's a financial issue.
Yes, ma'am, it is, but also I wasn't aware that I had to register.
Okay, well, why don't you talk to the attorney about anything with regards to that?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they're there.
Yes, ma'am.
And that you could talk confidentially if you have any questions. But you do have bonds. So
What first bond on?
I would just set count 2 at $100. And I know that's not necessarily helpful, but it helps a little bit.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
And what was the?
$25.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. And, are they going to talk? No. Mantilla Alejandre Fernandez. Almost. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, do you speak English?
I do.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Sir, you have been arrested on 1 count of possession of THC, also 1 count of drug paraphernalia. I did find probable cause, and you do have a bond of $1,000. Are you able to post a bond?
Yeah, I'm able.
Okay, thank you very much.
He's able, Judge, but he does need an order to get access to his phone.
phone to call to
Oh,
have someone pay it.
I'm,
I need access to my credit card.
Oh, all right, I'm sorry. Okay.
yeah. I don't, yeah, that's fine. Can you use your credit card right in the jail? I don't know, how does that work to get to bond? How do you access a bondman with, you can't, I don't know that that'll help him, but okay. Jason Tauschton. Good morning. So you have been arrested on one count of possession of heroin, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. I did find probable cause, and you do have a bond, and it's set at $1,000. I would also ask the state for any priors. This has some aggravation to it.
Judge, he's got several. Would the court just like me to go through them?
Yes.
He's got, excuse me. It looks like, Your Honor, he's got
Careful, sweetie. Watch the door over there. Okay. Good.
looks like he's got and I'm just looking for the dispositions to just make sure I'm not misstating this, but looks like he pled to in 2014, he pled to an exploiting the elderly, under $2,000, and that was before Judge Lynch. He's got a 2011 trespass, petty theft, criminal mischief. He's got a 2011 first-degree burglary, damage property that's under $1,000, accompanied by a grand theft in the third degree and a criminal mischief. Actually, no, I'm Judge. I misspoke. That was no info. Excuse me. He's got a 2010 possession of cocaine. He's got a 2009 possession of oxycodone, alprazolam, and drug paraphernalia. He's got another 2009 possession of oxy and a 1998 robbery. No weapon.
Okay. So one second. It's too much. I guess that what I would recommend then is I'll maintain the bond as it is, but I would want him under pretrial release. And I don't know, madam, if that TAD device works for anything other than alcohol. Yeah. Yeah. Understood.
If I may, the court can and has a discretion to impose a set amount of testing for drugs each week. Some judges, as a condition of pretrial, will say, twice a week testing for drugs. Some will say once a week. It's up to the discretion of the judge. But that's an option the court can do.
You have a place to live or you do not?
I live with my mother.
You live with your mother?
Yeah.
So are you working, not working?
At the moment, I'm not working.
And what city is that?
Plantation?
One second. I'd order him under pretrial release level 2 and immediate BARC evaluation treatment and no alcohol, no intoxicants with frequent random screenings. And that means he's going to be under electronic monitoring sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, and you are not requiring him to post a bond, is that correct?
I am. Yeah, I am. I'm not roaring him. But I'm not raising the bond either. Sure. Just, Keon Mickles or Michaels? Almost done.
Morning.
Sir, you have an outstanding violation of probation matter, and you will be seeing your division judge on August 9th at 8:30 a.m. And Keon Jarvis Lawrence? Yes?
Ma'am.
I'm sorry?
Is Jarvis Keon Lawrence, ma'am?
Yes.
Not Keon Jarvis Lawrence.
Yes.
Ma, love you.
Okay, sir, we're in court.
Sorry, I love my mom to death.
We're in court.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want anybody commenting on any facts. No, you're okay. You're okay. He has been arrested on one count of possession of PVP, one count of possession of cannabis under 20 grams, and I did find probable causes to both. He's got a bond of $1,000, and if he is able to, could I have priors, please? 1 second, please.
While the state is looking, I show that Mr. Lawrence was released from Florida State Prison on the 1st of May of this year for burglary of an unoccupied structure and a grand theft.
Wow, talk about poor community reentry.
I could tell the court he's got a pending possession of cannabis that's before Judge Backman that he has posted bond on, which predates this case. He's got a 2014 unlawful use of a false name, 2014 unlawful use of a false name, 2012 possession of cannabis. It looks like a 2011 possession of controlled substance, 2011 petty theft. Going back up, 2009 grand theft auto, 2009 another grand theft auto. And Judge, they continue to go back. Another 2009 grand theft auto, a 2008 burglary of a conveyance, 2008 possession of cannabis, and some traffic criminal DWSs.
Okay, so what are you recommending?
So Judge, I would be recommending that the court revoke his bond on the pending misdemeanor that's before Judge Backman, and that's case number 17003462MM40A. As to the charge at hand, Judge.
Be very effective, though.
I'm sorry, Judge?
I don't think that's going to be, that meaningful in terms of, what it is that you're trying to accomplish. If you're
Right.
trying to, set a dynamic where, he is not posing a risk to the public, so to speak.
Right, I understand that. It's up to the discretion of the court. What I would usually do is I would wait for it to get before the division judge, and at that point, they can always, in lieu of a bond, ROR him custody to custody and put him in some type of house of hope during the pendency of the case to get him treatment. They could probably come up with a resolution that could be a disposition that would involve some type of treatment, but at this point, Judge, for conditions of pretrial, I don't have a recommendation.
No, I understand. I wasn't considering that. Anyway, I'll set bond at $7,500. And I do find probable cause on the possession of cannabis, just $25. And let the division judge work on issues of whether or not they feel he is a good candidate at this juncture for some kind of alternative, sentencing structure for treatment. It's disturbing, very highly disturbing, of course, that, he's just offended so swiftly after being released from Florida State Prison.
So what is the issue?
That's it. I set bond at $7,500. Thank you. Anybody ready? DeAndre Malik Dyer.
Bonded judge.
Thank you. Jason Powell.
Call for hour, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Morning, Your Honor.
Trying to get there. Wow. Good morning. And sir, you have been arrested on one count of possession of cocaine. I did find probable cause, and in turn, that triggered a violation of probation felony, and you will be seeing your division judge if anybody has that date. It's what, I'm sorry, interstate? Okay, what state? Apparently, there's an out-of-state hold, I'm being told. And so I'm not sure where that's out of.
State of New Jersey, Judge.
Oh, thank you very much for that information. So I'm assuming that you'll see an extradition judge. Thank you very much.
Do you know what kind of time frame before they ship me out?
Usually it's within, the hearing's within 10 days.
So I'll be in the state of New Jersey in 10 days?
No, the hearing's within 10 days.
But is the hearing going to be in the state of Florida or the state of New Jersey?
It'll be here first.
Okay, and then another one in the state of New Jersey?
Correct.
Okay,
That's
thank you.
accurate.
Thank you.
John Harold Fultz? I couldn't hear. Did you? Oh, there he is. Mr. Fultz? Hello? Sir, you have been arrested on one count of battery on a law enforcement officer.
I don't remember it.
Okay.
I hit my head on a limb. I fell like 4 times and hit my head on concrete. And I don't remember things. I don't even know I do things. I just hit my head on a limb about yesterday, I think it was. I went to the hospital for it. I walked right into it. I had cataracts.
Okay. Understood. I understand exactly what you're saying. The charge has not been formally filed. It's not a formal charge. This is just an arrest. It's just a probable cause finding. I do find probable cause. I'll set bond at $500. All right. Do you want, is there anything I could do for you in terms of any kind of a mental health screen or a medical screen? I heard that. No. All right. All right. Well, thank you very much. Sounds like it's getting a little intense over there somewhere. Justin Steinberg.
Out on loan medical, Judge.
Thank you. Robin Carmen Criscione.
He's a medical reset, Your Honor, in North Broward.
Thank you. And then Mark Falugo.
He's at the conference.
Thank you.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. There you are. Thank you. Sir, this looks like, or state, maybe I'm not saying this right, but it looks like it's coming under count 7 as a violation of probation. And you will be seeing your division judge on August 14th at 9:45 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then Frank Johnson. Frank Johnson.
Your Honor.
Thanks. That's the last person I have on our docket. Hi, Mr. Johnson.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Oh, good. Can you see me okay?
I can see you.
Yes, you can? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Sir, this is a petty theft, and and the arrest is showing a third or subsequent, meaning that it's a petty theft, but it's being looked at for prosecution on the felony level, if that makes sense. And there was a request prior from the state. I guess there was a no probable cause finding initially in 24-hour state to perfect. And I'm not sure if the state was able to perfect. correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, I spoke with Eric Linder, who handled the perfection originally. He said he had emailed it to us. I'm going to pull it up and try to print it out. The issue was there was no indication of what that prior conviction was. I think it's since been perfected, but if the court will give me a minute, I'll
Sure, of course.
figure out how to print it.
And Your Honor, while we're waiting, I can let you know his prior record if you need it.
Sure.
I remember him from yesterday. He was in court.
Oh, okay.
He has over 81 prior arrests, Your Honor. I remember them saying he was 72 years old. I think that's why it stuck to my memory. He was arrested on the 6th of June for a felony petty theft that appears to still be open.
Oh, that appears to be open?
Yes, Your Honor.
Before who?
He's got several open cases, Judge. It looks like he's got a felony petty theft before Judge Lynch. And I don't mean to cut off pretrial.
No, that's fine.
From Judge Lynch, he's got a pending misdemeanor petty theft before Judge Gottlieb, and he's got another pending possession of cocaine that's before Judge Lynch as well.
So is mostly everything before Judge Lynch?
Yes, and he was released from Florida State Prison on the 1st of February of this year for grand theft.
He's been busy. Well, so there's like 5 open charges, you think?
There's 3 open charges, 2 of which are felony pending cases.
So,
You got it back up. Wow.
okay, so you're satisfied though, leaving the bond as it is, State? It's $750. It sounds like he's being held on these other charges, and I'm not certain what the status of all that is.
Well, I don't respectfully, Judge, I don't believe his bond has been revoked on those cases. I'd be making a recommendation to the court that the court revoke bond. Certainly, if the court doesn't want to, it can be handled before the division judge. So Judge, frankly, I think nonetheless, it will be revoked on his other cases. I defer to the court as to the.
Yeah,
bond
no,
on
I would
this.
allow Judge Lynch to hear that. Those are all his cases, and I don't know. Who knows what'll transpire from that? So he should definitely be heard before Judge Lynch. Thank you. All righty, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Other matters?
Okay, perfect. As long as that was said, perfect.
To